What's up, Mech Warriors? We're going to be closing out this series of trial mechs with the Atlas AS7-K. Now, some things to keep in mind with this mech is that it carries an XL300 by default, so that means that we're going to be engaging at a long-range distance as much as possible. Most people think of Atlases as being exclusively brawlers, but if you have an XL engine like this, you really want to keep some distance between yourself and other mechs. So looking at its loadout, that it seems like it's going to support that long-range fire support role. The ER large lasers, the Gauss rifle, those are all going to be great at a long range, as well as the LRM-20. Okay, so let's get into a game. Okay guys, so here we are at Frozen City. We're gonna test out the heat really quickly. I did play one previous match, but it was just a base rush. There's nothing we could really do. But yeah, this is only my second game using this chassis. Something to keep in mind. Just want to look around the cockpit really quickly. It looks cool. Also don't know what auto detect no signal is going to refer to. It might be a Beagle active probe or something. Alright, so you can see the heat goes up pretty high on these ER large lasers. Just something to keep in mind. But we have enough weapons that it's going to be pretty effective, even if we can't always keep those large lasers firing. Fortunately, it doesn't look like our team is just making a mad dash for the tunnel. People are starting to realize that LRMs aren't dangerous anymore, or at least not as dangerous as they used to be. Excuse me. So we're just gonna line up in front of the ridge here. Actually need to get a little bit more space because those arms are very low. But we can still back off if we need to. Let's see what the rest of our team is doing. They're lining up directly behind me. They probably need to spread out a little bit, but I can just move a little bit more. I believe that this mech carries 2 anti-missile systems. At least that's what it says in the specs. Probably shouldn't have shot that last volley of missiles, but that's okay. We have so many weapons. Alright, so that went fine. We got some good damage on that awesome before he disappeared. Looks like we've got again Wang in the tunnel. We've got to keep in front of this. We've got to keep by here so that we can make sure to damage anybody that's poking out. Sorry about that. Man, whenever I think I'm gonna get the last shot, somebody does something and it never connects. So that's also an AS7-K. 2 men in cave. Alright, so our team is giving us some good data. Brushed the button when I was pressing it. Sorry, I'm a little quieter. Maybe that's better. Oh, I think we got a face shot on that guy. Yeah, so missile's not a big deal. I think I hit the hill. It's alright. Doing a good job keeping these guys push back. Getting some good damage on them if they do poke out. Yeah, they're hurting pretty bad. Let's move forward a little bit. I've tried to say that I don't really like mechs that sort of have to stay in one place in order to just like a mobile weapons platform. I think it's better if you're repositioning and stuff like that, but the Atlas is so slow. Not much I can do about that. But we're getting a lot of damage on these guys. Probably take this guy out. 59. Come on. There it goes. Oh geez. Yeah, those large lasers are really heat intensive. But like I said, this was only my second match doing it, and that first one, it wasn't really a match. Oh, whoops, my Gauss rifle's in my torso. I thought it was on my arms for some reason. Should have known that. But we're taking a little bit more fire now, so we're gonna kind of get by this building so we can retreat if we need to. Launch some missiles at these guys. Oh, jeez. That was just barely overheat. That's just a result of getting used to this chassis. No big deal. Looks like our team is capping, which is good. I feel like I'm not using as much of my LRMs as I probably should. But like I said, their damage is highly reduced. So it feels like it's better to use that time to use my lasers. As you can see, they're pretty devastating. GG, no one understanding the game mode. People will always find something to complain about. But I think this went well. One of my lasers is blocked or something. Oh yeah, it's a big block by the wall. There we go, look how much damage we did. Very, very powerful long-range weapons platform. Alright, Caustic Valley. This is going to be a lot more difficult to keep our large lasers in play, just because I imagine this is probably going to put me well over 50% heat. Oh, almost to it. This is no deathmatch, it's capture the base. Remember that, please. Is that guy from like a previous match or something? I don't know. I'm not sure what he's trying to say. Whether he wants us to try to rush for their base or to make sure that we're protecting ours. Possibly both. But I agree. You know, it's not something where you want to ignore all aspects of, or any aspect of the game mode. So let's see what our team is doing. We've got 3 more atlases, or 2 more atlases, I mean, 3 including myself, possibly more. Nope, all catapults and cicada. So that reminds me of something. So a lot of people think that assaults, or particularly Atlas, are really easy to use. It's actually quite difficult, because whenever you have an Atlas, that means that the other team is going to have an Atlas. So if you are not being an effective assault, that means that you've reduced your team's firepower dramatically. Because if their assault is better than you, you know, it's going to go in their favor. Looks like we're pushing up along the right side here. That's fine. If they're doing a 3-line push, we'll just pull back and fight them over in that area over there. Atlas is so slow. Not seeing any enemies. Looks like one in near the caldera. Just over the lip of it there. So we'll launch some missiles at him. I saw some posts where somebody was complaining about the missiles, like how they only take away like 3% of armor or something like that per volley. That's actually a lot of damage. I think I calculated it to be around like 18 points of damage or something like that. I mean, that's a lot for 1 volley of missiles. Maybe that was for 2 volleys of missiles or something like that. I don't remember. We're fighting another AS7-K, it looks like. Yep. Probably a trial mech. Our base is under attack. Hopefully our cicada is pulling back to deal with that, but we can also start to head in that direction. Unfortunately, we can't provide too much base support just because we're so slow. It might actually be better if we don't pull back too far and we just actually pull up here and start engaging this gospel. Okay, one of our teammates is heading back to the base, so that's good. I want to try to avoid going into the caldera as much as I can, especially based on my weapons loadout. My Gauss rifle is going to run out of ammo pretty quickly, and large lasers are not going to work inside of the caldera. Oh dear. Yeah, as I've said in other videos, it's very hard for me to get used to the lasers coming from so low. I'm used to the catapult arms where they come up like right over top of you. One thing that I like about the catapult. Okay, we're gonna turn our body and take some damage across this. But oh dear. Well, it looks like this one's going the other direction. Looks like their team's doing quite well. We need to fall back. I can't type. If we can fall back in an organized manner, we might be able to make a turn, but it's an interesting catapult there. Fire at him. Got one behind his leg there. I haven't sniped with Gauss rifles too much. But I mean, there's not a whole lot we can do in this. Our team kind of left us in the lurch here. Yeah, so there we go. That's the disadvantage of the what's it called, having the XL engine and an Atlas. It's just when you're doing those organized retreats, you don't have as much survivability as a Atlas with a standard engine. Not a whole lot we could have done differently. We could have stuck by the base, I guess, and helped out this guy right here, but it wouldn't have made that much of a difference. He's doing quite well though. Got another guy who's peeling off parts from other enemies. This guy's in a custom Atlas though. Yeah, like I said, he's doing quite well. I mean, considering the situation. Yeah. Okay guys, so yeah, after that last match, I think I need to reinforce that for this mech, positioning is super crucial. Knowing the environment and where you need to set up, because if you're trying to redeploy with the enemy firing on you, you're going to go down quite quickly with this particular trial mech. They just basically need to focus on your right torso, and you'll go down. But I mean, it's an Atlas. It's got a lot of firepower. In that first game, I mean, we did top damage and really held the line. There were a couple of catapults, but they were sort of running around in front of us instead of being behind us, providing fire support. So yeah, just things to keep in mind. It's not the mech for me. I don't really like assaults. I like the speed, as I've said before. So yeah, I'm more a big fan of the heavy chassis with a big engine. Yeah, but it looks cool. Oh, I guess it only mounts one anti-missile system, even though it has the hard points for two. I guess that's just a specific of this variant, but not this trial mech. It's also got case, but that doesn't really help anything with a XL engine. At least I don't think it does. It hasn't for a long time. Okay, so I'll just close out that video. Thank you for watching this series, or if you haven't, please check out my other videos of the other trial mechs. If you found this informative, entertaining, or hopefully both, please like it on YouTube and leave any comments, criticisms, and so forth in the comments. Thanks again, Mech Warriors, and I'll see you on the battlefield.